Hey, and welcome to another episode of Loving Black with Tory and Terry.
Happy Friday, happy Friday. You knew that, it's us. We're here with you Friday night, ready to roll. This is the round table. This table is square, but this is the round table because it's he and I.
Yeah.
We're going in this evening. So this is a discussion, he and I. This is gonna be good because we got some stuff for you.
Yeah, Round Table Friday, that's what we're calling this tonight. Man, it is cold out here this
cold,
week.
cold, y'all.
Man.
Those in Cali, I'm missing you, the whole beach weather. I mean, it's January, but at least it would be like, what, 60s or 50s? It's like supposed to be 11.
I feel like I'm back on the East Coast right now.
It's cold. It's really
we
cold.
moved back to Texas so we can enjoy this year-long heat.
Yeah,
And
well,
all
I
of
don't-
a sudden,
I don't
this
particularly.
this week and last week was cold.
Yeah, I missed the four
chilly.
seasons. I will say that. I'll make that very clear. I miss all four seasons. But yeah, here you get maybe 3, if that. Definitely 2. Definitely 2. You get some
3-ish.
cold and you get some really hot and humid. But we're here, and we do love it here. We do.
3-ish, yeah.
We made a life here, so this is good.
Yeah.
Tonight, though, what's happening tonight?
Well, tonight, first of
First of all,
all,
cheers. I'm going to have my sip.
go ahead, baby.
Yeah.
And cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you too, Friday.
Get
What's
right
up?
here. Cheers to you guys too. We always thank our viewers for tuning in. And last week our Valentine's show was
Oh,
popping.
Sharon. Yeah, that was really cool. That was
Yeah,
really
it
cool.
was.
Her and Camille. I really liked them.
Yeah.
We'll have to
So
have them back.
actually, a lot of people were interested in that particular show, and we enjoyed it. So
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
It definitely was. So, as my wife mentioned, we're going to do Roundtable Talk Friday. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Yeah, he's thinking he's getting the radio show mixed up.
What we're going to do tonight is we got a special treat for you guys in the fact that we have taken several of the letters that we received because people are saying, how come my letter hasn't been read yet? So what we decided to do was
We're getting to them.
take several of them tonight and try to answer them, okay?
That would be really good.
Yeah.
And we've got one that's packed. It's packed. This one guy wrote in about 8 things about women. So yeah, we'll unpack
8?
it. 8.
Wow. We'll talk about it when we come back from break. Hey, and we're back. Baby, since it's just us two tonight, how come you'll never do that rapid fire with me?
I'm gonna do it with you right now.
Really?
Yeah, that was the plan. See how they do? They don't even give us a chance. A brother that wrote in with
snuck
the 8
one in
questions.
on
We
me.
gonna
I'm
get to you.
glad.
I'm gonna get to you, brother. I'm gonna help you. But that was one way that we can help you. I already had it planned. Sometimes you just gotta relax. So here we go. You
I
ready?
didn't know.
All right, come on, get yourself in
Okay.
position, get your mind
All right,
right.
I got to crack my knuckles. a
Yeah,
little?
do all that.
All right.
All
what's
right,
up?
you ready?
Yeah.
Apple or Android?
You know I like my apple.
Okay. Football or basketball?
Football.
Okay. Snickers or Payday?
Snickers. What's payday?
Candy bar. Come on,
With nuts?
just go. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Catfish or shrimp?
Scrimps.
Catfish or shrimp?
Scrimps.
All right. Water skiing or snow skiing?
Snow.
Kisses or hugs?
Kisses.
Date night or night in?
Ain't that the same thing?
Date
just
night
kidding.
or
I'm
night?
just
I mean,
kidding.
you know, you can never, and this is why I never do it with him. Date night or night in?
Date night.
Last but not least, we need a drum roll for this.
What you got?
Oh, okay, it's not, well, I'll save it for last. I'll give you one more just to get you ready, just to hold your suspense. Blonde or brunette?
What?
Blonde or
What
brunette?
color's your hair right now?
Blonde or brunette? He doesn't know his colors, and that's another thing. This is why I
What color
don't
is your
rapid
hair
fire
right
him.
now?
That's a whole nother show, you guys.
Whatever
He doesn't
color
know his
that
colors.
is, that's what I like.
He doesn't know his colors.
Whatever color that is.
Oh my God.
Is that brunette?
Okay, it's a little bit of all of it. It's
All right,
all of it. It's
all
a
of it.
melting. It's a melting. Okay,
All of
we'll
it.
take it.
I like all
What
of
do
that.
the judges say? Is it we're gonna get a ding ding ding? Okay, they're gonna take it. Just
All
like
right,
Family
I
Feud,
like-
they're gonna
I
take
love
it.
all
All
of
right,
that.
last one. Ready?
Yeah.
I love this. Sexy or nice and rough? So nice and slow, raunchy and rough. Put it that way.
Raunchy and rough.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so that's
I didn't have to
him.
think about it.
You did well, though. You did well. But you can't. This is so. Just so you know, in any event that I'm absent and not able to be here with rapid fire, baby, it's a fire. It's rapid.
I know
Don't
that.
interject. Don't
But
no
sometimes
peanut
that
gallery
stuff don't make any sense.
Yeah, no. Don't bring
Like,
in
who
other
eats
stuff.
paydays?
So no.
When I'm hungry, I go to Snickers.
Okay. So yeah, and Snickers is big. Everybody knows we love Snickers. I like Paydays actually, but that's from my childhood.
I like
so,
Oreos. What's that?
I like candy. Okay, so here we are. It's Black History Month.
It is.
I really want to talk about some things, and I want to talk about one of our favorites, and that's Denzel Washington. You know, of course, everybody thinks he's a ladies' man, but I'm looking at him. I look at this brother from the whole man, and I think that a lot of women do too, and especially those that are really looking at him in comparison to their man or just what a black man is. I mean, he's like our Sidney Poitier of this era.
He is. He's a great actor.
He's a great actor. I mean, he's acclaimed. And so one of the things that he was talking about, and we're going to talk about these three, which are also just dynamite men, and what he speaks on Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
There was an interview that he did, and he did it on Extra, and it was with Tanika Ray. And so I just want to read a little something from this, but he has been referred to as an activist, right? And we all know his story about him being a philanthropist when it came to Chadwick Boseman and him paying it forward as far as, a start for Chadwick
wonder, did
Boseman.
he even want that to get out?
He probably didn't, because that's just it. And this is what
I know he's like private and stuff.
And that's what
especially
you should
him
be.
and his wife.
Right,
yeah.
but you know what? That's that man. And that's what the word says. And the word states that, our deeds. It should not
And let the left hand
doing
know what the right hand is doing.
Well, you don't want to get the glory. That's not what it's for.
Exactly.
And so, because he wasn't self-serving with that, he really was paying it forward. And that type of service, that type of stordship should be in private, because that's not what it's for.
Exactly.
But because then it's just boastful and it just loses all of the blessing behind it. But anyway, like I was saying, he's been referred to as an activist. And his stance on an activist is this. He said, I've never been an activist. I'm active. I mean, what is the definition of an activist anyway? I'm let me say it again. I'm solution-based, not problem-stuck. That's huge. That's a hashtag right there. Solution-based, not problem-stuck. So I'm like, well, what are we going to do about it? So his thing was, he said this about Colin, which he said, as an activist, an activism. He told Tanika Ray on Extra, he said, he raved about Colin, actually. He said, he's bold, and he's paid the price, and he's willing to pay the price. He's a strong young man. I give him a lot of credit, because it's one thing to talk the talk, but he's walking the walk and paying the price. And we talked about that. We talked about that on the radio show, where I heard Kurt Franklin talking about, what emotional check have you written?
No.
That's an emotional check.
So an emotional
that he's
check.
Had to
What's
write.
an emotional check to
Emotional
let them know?
check. So I mean, guys, you can think about it.
Yeah.
Anybody that has rised up, we have a lot of people you have a lot of celebrities. There's an emotional check to that. We have an emotional check with this. We're working 24/7. 24/7. And so our emotional check is, a lot of times we don't get to go away for a weekend or just, those date nights or even sometimes the raunchy. I mean, seriously, we're paying an emotional check for, doing something bigger than us. Now, mind you, like I said, with Denzel, he did that in secret with Chadwick. And yes, our stuff is very, very public, but we're also sewing. We're, this is free, relationship advice, marriage advice. We're counselors. And so that's a paid service, but we're giving and we're sewing that as well on the radio show and on TV just the same. And so even though it's in the spotlight, it's still giving. And that's the only way to do it, to be able to reach the masses, to give to so many. And so, you have to have a platform.
This is our ministry,
absolutely. And so with him saying that about Colin, each one of those guys, when you think of Black History Month or what they stood for, Chadwick Boseman, he was like, I wanted to be depleted. He left here empty.
Yes.
He gave of himself. We saw that. We all were recipients of that. Denzel's still giving.
I know vengeance is the Lord's, but you know what? All them people that talked about him and talked about he was on drugs and this, I mean, they have to feel some kind of conviction.
I'm sure they do. And
that's
that's just foolishness. Yeah. And ignorance is bliss. A lot of people didn't know, so now it's like, yeah, I'm sure they're convicted. We were talking about that too. I don't know if it was you and I were talking about it or somebody else, but we have so many conversations all the time. But I'm glad that we didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we didn't know, so that we could really enjoy him and not focus on that. But saying that to say, with these men in Black History Month, we take our hats off to you.
Exactly.
Chadwick, rest sweetly. So glad that you, that we had a chance with you. We had to have time with you.
Baby, I don't mean to interrupt, but when you were saying rest in peace,
I said
last
sweetly.
week we lost Dr. Price, Dr. Fred Price.
Yeah, that's another monumental
And
figure.
you know, I was pretty shook up because when I first started in my walk, I mean, even before I was into T.D. Jason, but I was into Fred Price. And to his family,
Definitely.
we sent out blessings to you guys. I know it's a week late, but we sent out blessings to all of you.
Yeah. So just honoring all of those men for Black History Month. Each one of them have, paid their deed to service. They've given their service to humanity and just their communities. And we thank you for Colin. Thank you for Denzel. That you're still continuing to press toward the mark and you're standing true in who you are.
Yes.
And so thank you for that. That is an example for us, just as people. People are trying to make it every day and trying to, put their efforts in the right direction. So thank you.
Yep. And of course, we're paying homage to our local heroes as well.
Yeah,
so,
we're still spotlighting people here.
We're still spotlighting them.
The month's not over.
Exactly.
There's more to come.
So definitely. So you want to take a quick break and then we'll come back and get into these letters here?
Yeah. I'm gonna get my drink on so I can be prepared.
Get her drink on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Oh, Lord.
yeah. Superman and what? Popeye had his spinach. Superman, he has whatever he has, and and
What's
Batman
in
has what he
Terry's
has,
cup?
and Miss Terry has what she has.
What's in Terry's
No, that
cup?
is my business. It's my superpower.
We'll
juice.
be right back. We'll be right back. You
Cheers,
silly.
y'all.
Hey, and we're back. Hey, we told you guys that we were going to come back with some of the letters that you guys had written in. So we handpicked a few of them, and we're going to kind of get right into them.
I want to see. I want to hear it too, because he's got his and I got mine. So what you got, babe?
Let me put my glasses on so I can
I
hear.
know, right? So that's what I say. That's what I always say. What you got?
All right. So the first one comes from. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't that you dare.
Dear Tory
All
Teri,
anonymous.
I admit that I am messing with a married man.
Ooh.
I need to take notes on this.
I got my fan ready, y'all.
Yes, I am the side chick. My man keeps telling me that he's unhappy, but yet he's on his second child since we've been together. She mistreats him, calls him names in front of the children, and threatens to leave him all the time. What's the problem?
Okay,
there?
wait. Okay. Well, I'll let you finish.
I know I'm wrong, but I love him, and I love him and know that I can treat him better. I know you're going to say to move on, but I need to hear a different perspective. How should I handle this when we want to be together? Woo!
You go ahead.
Oh, girl.
You
First
go
of
ahead
all,
first.
Dude, he ain't trying to be with you. And you know the rule. If you come in number 2, you can't expect to be number 1, ever. Unless old girl kick the bucket or something. But anyway.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
I'm going to give it to them like they want to hear.
Girl kicked the button, the bucket, so she moves up because someone died.
That's the only natural order. That's the only
natural
order.
That's oh my God, natural order.
If you come in at number 2, you know the rules.
So let me just say,
guys, help me out.
First, let me take a sip.
You ain't gotta take a sip. I'm telling you.
I gotta take.
Anyway.
No, I'm not done.
You're
Are
not
you
done? No, I'm not done.
Oh, okay, please give me more.
Second of all, okay, if he's unhappy, he on child number 2. He ain't too unhappy. Got me? And then she mistreats him, calls him names from the children, blah, blah, blah. Who said this? Him? Girl, I'm gonna give you a whole different perspective, all right? I've said it before in situations like this. You need to go. Get your own man or whatever you want, but get your own man.
Whatever you want. This is a mess.
It is a mess.
No, it is a
but
mess.
she admitted that she was messy. She admitted it, though.
Okay. Let me just ask you this. You guys forgive me.
That's not a caveat.
I'm the type, I probably missed my calling. Like, I really should have been an attorney because I'm going to need you to read this again because I want to pull out every fact. I don't want to miss one fact. So can you just read it again?
All right.
A little slower, but I want you to read it again.
I admit that I am messing with a married man. So she admits that she messy. But she messing with a married man.
Oh, so she messy because she messing. Okay.
Yes, I'm the side chick. My man keeps telling me that he's unhappy, but yet he's on his second child since we've been together. She mistreats him, calls him names in front of their children, and threatens to leave him all the time. Well, if he wants you so bad, why don't he just go? He got the invite.
Okay, you're sidebarring it. Are you finished reading it?
Anyway, I know I'm wrong, but I love him and know that I can treat him better. I know you're going to say to move on. She should put my name in parentheses right there. But I need to hear a different perspective. How should I handle this when we want to be together? I'm not so sure that we want to be together.
How about both of them deserve each other? Okay, so I'm going y'all. First of all,
she's a different perspective because I'm
my
not.
perspective is so bad. So this is the thing. He's up here sucking his thumb, talking about she mistreats me. You're fooling around on her.
Thank you.
You're fooling around on her, you nitwit. So you expect good treatment? So it's her fault that you're fooling around? I hope you wouldn't go that route.
Dude.
Okay. So wait. Then she calls him names. Okay. She
I think
mistreats
he's just
you.
saying that.
Wait. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate. I'm just going to do it with the facts. She calls him names. She mistreats him. And, dude's unhappy. But dude's like making more babies. Okay. So my thing here for the side chick who wants this and she's waiting and this is the man of her life. First of all, you're the side chick. Trust and believe. If you are good with that, then you will be good with him having a side chick when he gets with you. That's another thing. If that was to be that you get this prize. What kind of prize is this?
You out of pocket, girl. You out of pocket.
Well, this is the thing, though. He's the prize. You can't do better. I want you to look at you, too. I don't know what I don't know your reason. I don't know why your why is. Maybe I don't know. That's none of my business. But my point is that this dude is not taking any responsibility. No. It's her fault. He's telling you one thing, pregnant with child number 2.
No. Already had 2 children since they've been together.
Oh, I thought it was pregnant and now on child number 2. That's
already had 2 since they've been together. She should see the writing on the wall.
You didn't say on child number 2? Okay. Well, bottom line
is... He is on his second child since we've been together.
Okay, so child number 2.
So that's child number 2.
Yeah,
My
point is, my point, Run, girl. You can do better. Simply put. You can do better. Now, and on top of that, you're blocking your blessings, mama. You're blocking your blessings.
And what makes you think he's not going to do that to you?
That's what I said. He's not a prize. Okay, look at this. First of all, he's not handling the situation. He's not handling the situation. But he's not handling it. See, that's why. Okay, so I'm not shameless plug. I have this thing called Wife Life. But let me just say this, and this will give you a snippet of my standpoint and just even helping. Kings don't bring the streets home. It's that simple. So
kings don't play in the streets.
Well, then there it is. Okay, now give me some of that. Yeah. Stay out of the street, kings.
Get them kids out the street.
Get them kids out the street.
Get them kids out the street.
Yeah. So for that, that's an open and shut case, and that is you can do better, baby.
If you want different perspective, change your mindset, girl.
I don't even know how long you've been with him, but you've been with him for 3.
At
so
least
one
18
child
months.
is 9 months. Exactly. So that means that it's time to You got too much life ahead of you.
And feeling her stuff?
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's called a Jedi mind trip. You definitely on one with that.
Let me go to the next one.
Yeah, please.
So
check.
And don't feel like you can't send us anything in, but if you send us something in like this, I mean, we appreciate it, but
we're going to give you the truth. If you're going to come to us, we're going to give it, we're not going to water it down. There's no chaser, straight no chaser.
Okay.
What's the next one?
All right, next one. Dear Torrentary, how much alone time should my husband get when he refuses to give me any quality time at all? He's always complaining that I don't respect his space or boundaries when all he does is sit in his den watching TV.
A long time sitting and watching TV in the den? That's no threat.
No.
When she says how much a long time?
She gets no quality time from him. That's all he wants to do.
Well, have you talked to him? Have you told him?
Who, me?
No, of course not.
I'm
saying, have you told him? You got to have that conversation, but it has to have something with it. And really and truly, you'll have to walk with him through the process.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't say, get off the couch, let's do something. It's like, well, maybe he doesn't know what to do. So it's like, oh, guess what? I bought tickets to us for, we're going to this, and you're going to have to start to implement, and then, kind of live by example, lead by example.
You know what? I
Show
think
them
it's
the way.
deeper than that.
Well, it could be, but that'll come out.
I really think it's
That'll
deeper
come
than
out.
that because first of all, he's complaining to her
Oh,
that
I didn't
she's
hear-
disturbing him.
Well, he said,
He's always complaining that I don't respect his space or boundaries when all he does is sit in the den watching TV.
well, then
So-
she needs to get clarification.
So this
of
is what
that
I
means.
tell guys in counseling when we have a situation like this. As much time as you devote spending time in your personal space, you have to devote that same amount of time or more with her. And that's just
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So what
It's
I'm saying is,
elementary.
no, I agree with you, baby. But what I'm saying is that the way to pay that forward so it doesn't just sound like a nag or a bitching, basically, a bitch fest,
So
is
what
to
you wanna
say, yeah, it's the sewing what you want to see, but it's also action.
Yeah.
It's action, and so it's stating, hey, instead of having the conversation, they've already had it. He said he's tired of hearing it.
yeah.
So it's
So
like,
at
guess
least it's
what?
been one-sided.
Well, and she should just say, guess what, baby? I mean, again, everything is your attitude, your, the vibe, your spirit. Guess what, baby? I got tickets to it, and be what you want to see.
Exactly.
Be the change that you want to see. So it's like,
Exactly.
I got tickets for us to go to blah, 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 blah. So-and-so is having a party, yada, yada, yada. I mean, and I know we're in COVID, so, the pandemic deal or whatever. So there'll have to be ways that you get creative, but get creative and show him that it can be done and include him so that then walls can come down to start having certain dialogue. And maybe he'll say, I was in my head about blah, 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 the finances. It may not have anything to do with you. And you may have been, on his scapegoat, but still
But you know what? Guys, this
be
for the
willing
guys.
to show him what it is that you want to see.
Just for the guys. I don't want you guys to think that I'm P-whipped or anything like that. But
What?
listen. But the thing is that if you guys put a little more time and effort into your wives, you won't be having all these problems. It starts with communications. Talk to each other. Come up with something that you guys can talk about. We always say, hey, start a project together. Do something in the home. Do something together so you guys can be on one accord. Because I'm telling you, we have so many women that complain, and we hear the same complaints all the time, right? And all I can do is go, oh, my brothers. But I'm trying to help you guys. It ain't about being whipped. It ain't about being henpecked or anything like that, because ain't none of that happening over here. So what's going on? It's a respect. I mean, you married her for a reason.
I love this. Can I tell you the bubble above my head right now while you're saying this?
No.
That would have been a great. No, I have to tell you this. I'm over here snicker because I'm thinking when he said P-whipped and he said it again, and I thought that's a great rapid fire question.
Why you ask me that, then?
It's like, how would you like to be whipped?
He whipped them.
The branch from the tree from outside gonna pull me a switch. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I don't think she know what P-whip means.
I do. I said,
Somebody
which
help
one?
me out.
It's rapid fire. Get it? It's
I
rapid
got
fire.
it.
Which
I
one? Make
got
a
it.
choice.
I got it.
P-whip's not bad when you
I
think
got
about
it.
it like that. I'm just
So,
saying.
so I don't want to seem like I'm just talking about, from, trying to help the woman out here. But from the guy's perspective, let's say that he does spend some time with her. Get to know the difference between spending time with your wife and quality time. If you're sitting there watching television with her, if you're watching something she wants to watch and you're sitting there genuinely watching it with her,
Yeah.
that's quality time.
But you know what, too? The thing is, we say all the time to couples, and this is where this comes in. We say all the time, I don't know how long they've been married, but what do we say? Your spouse is not who they were when you married and
Exactly.
who they are now. Even
You
a
guys
week later,
change.
you guys change and evolve over time. Get to know who that person is now. And so that's why I was
Exactly.
expressing in the way that you could do it, using forms of outings such as, tickets to something or things that, that will
Get
engage you to start
The
having
intimate massage at home.
Yeah, that's another.
Yeah.
But it's having the conversation. So yeah, if he's a homebody, which it sounds like he's a couch potato to a
Well,
certain degree.
I think it's because of maybe the pandemic. It's been over a year now.
People
Well,
are
almost
really
a
in
year.
their feelings about that. And I mean, I even too, the other day I was just like, we work so much. It's like everybody needs some type of something,
Yeah,
a break.
respite or
Need
something.
a break.
Yeah. All right.
So, all right, what you got?
So we're gonna move on to the next one. Why are there?
You're not drinking, I'm drinking.
I did take a drink, just sip. Anyway, dear Torrentary, why are there so many unhappy marriages out here? I'm thinking of proposing to my girl, but y'all scaring me.
We don't mean to scare you, baby. You can always call us, personally.
You know what?
And we can walk you through it. You need to get premarital counseling, though, don't you? Go ahead and make that decision. Without
It's not the fact that there's so many unhappy marriages out here. I think people go into marriages with the wrong ideas. We always say, if you have children, your marriage is their classroom. So they're learning from you. So we've learned from our parents if they were married or not, because you're seeing what goes on in the household, and that's what you do in the household. So what happens is that if you don't have any training, there's plenty of books out here, but there's not a marriage book for dummies that just gives you step by step.
We need to write one.
I know, right?
But you know what? I think too is that a lot of people, ever since, remember that Jerry Maguire movie? That whole thing. And you do have to do your work before getting married. Don't go in and have somebody thinking that somebody else is going to be.
Because that's a misleading statement.
Well, I'm just saying, and that was a big moment.
You cannot say that somebody else completes you. You both need to come into your relationship whole.
That's what I just said.
I didn't hear that part.
You didn't hear it because you were talking.
I was listening for understanding.
No, he wasn't.
She wasn't
That's what he
talking
tells our clients to do. You guys heard him. We can play back. No, but what I'm saying is, do your work, and that's what I was saying, baby. Do your work so that you are whole. That's the only way you're gonna get whole.
And that's the only way. But both of you have to do that work. Both of you have to ask the questions. Both of you have to, like my wife said, you have to have marriage counseling.
You guys, if you saw the one about us, I don't know if you guys saw the anniversary show that we had, but when we first met, it was an interview. We were both, because I seriously was like, so let me ask you this. So what do you think about that?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this? It's okay to do that. Do your work, do your homework, and really make an educated decision. Don't just lean on your emotions. Emotions are wonderful. Butterflies are fabulous. I love all of the love and the euphoria at the beginning, the infatuation, the passion, the devotion. Just, the desire, the lust.
And can I say something important?
You're going to do it. Go ahead.
Don't have kids before you guys start a family. Don't play house before you're actually married.
You can't make that decision for
No. I'm not making that decision.
He's
Society,
daddy now. He's daddy Tory, Papa
society
Tory,
has been
Papa.
making that decision.
Now he's turning into
But
grandpa.
I'm so serious though. So many people, they're bass backwards. They're having the babies. The guy dips out, right? And don't say that it don't happen.
Okay, but I'm gonna say this though. Your journey is your journey. Okay, your journey is your journey. That is not up to us.
That's true. Well, what I'm saying is be in right order with it. He asked a specific question. He said, why are there so many unhappy marriages out here? And I'm saying these things that actually
you're speaking to him to set it up.
That.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't want to pass judgment because I'm
not.
Okay.
I can't be passing judgment. We've been doing this for a long time now, so we see what's going on.
I'm just saying. I hear what you're saying as far as take precaution. But the thing is that the main thing is your approach. The main thing is your intentions. Intentions are huge, you guys. Always check your intentions. It's intentional. Where are you going? You're going to ask this woman to marry you? Know your why. We ask people that all the time. What's your why?
Don't get married because you say we fell in love. We love each other.
Or she got a banging body and she just, some stuff is fleeting and will pass. Trust me, a lot
Believe
will
me,
pass.
I wasn't always this big.
See?
Believe that.
See?
But anyway, the thing is, were you talking about judging?
The heart is huge.
If
Think
I
about
see
the heart
a
of the
tree
woman.
and it's bearing apples, it's an apple tree. I'm not judging that tree. I see it bearing apples, and it's an apple tree. So there's no judgment in that.
Oh, we're talking the birds and the bees. Okay, but this is the thing. So for you, sweetheart, the young man that said, hey, y'all scaring me, let me just say this. Definitely follow your heart. Follow your heart, but make sure that you think it through. And if you do have some questions, it's okay. It's a big step. You should. If you want somebody to help sort it out with you, if you want to get your woman, you want to talk to, us, a mediator or something, I think it's good. If you got a family member, somebody that you admire their marriage and their walk, things that have sown into your life, talk to them, pull them aside. How'd you choose Auntie So-So? How'd you choose Grandma? Whatever the case may be. How'd you choose Mama? Or brother, how'd you choose your woman? Have those conversations. It's okay. It's okay.
It is. Those are the three that I chose. What did you choose?
Okay, so this brother went in, and I have 3 pages of notes on this. He said, 8 marriage-killing mistakes that women make. I'm like, oh.
So he sent this in to us for a commentary or what?
Yeah, he's like, I just want to lay it out there, Torrentary. This is my spiel on it.
Okay.
So And I mean, literally over the years, you guys, we think we've pretty much heard it all. We do get surprised at times, but we do hear a lot of the same things over and over. So this is what he said. Here are 8 complaints that me and my boys have discussed that women cause that challenge the relationship marriage.
Okay.
So I said, okay, well, let's, okay, we're going to bring these in. I wrote them down. I said, okay, let's unpack them. I told you, let's do this. So these are some. Some may apply to you, some may not, but we're going to unpack them. Number 1, women. This is to women, okay? So I'm going in for y'all, ladies. You're always grumpy or having an attitude. When you speak to your man, your voice is full of negativity. Okay, let me just say this. My grandmother used to tell me this when I was younger, and this is what the women in her family grew up with. You catch more flies with honey. Okay. That means your tone is everything.
It is.
Especially if there's something you want or you need. You know, if our children come to us and say, Mommy, is there any way that you can pick me up from school today? Or, Mom, can you pick me up from school? I'm tired of walking. It's going to be hot. You'll have a different response with the way that it is posed to you. And it's like, oh, baby, yeah, I can pick you up. What time? You guys get out early today? Blah, blah, blah. Then, but we melt to that when it comes to how it's delivered. Delivery is everything. So think about that. If you constantly are grumpy around your home, nobody wants to be around that a lot. They really don't. They don't want to be around that a lot. So you want to be engaging, and you want to be cool about it in your responses, even if it's like, if you got to count to 10 before responding, you still want to be cool about it because you're the heart of your home.
It's always 2. So hopefully he doesn't just have a wife, or they just don't have wives that.
Oh, there's women like that. There are women out there like that.
I know, but what I'm saying is, what has he done to cause that?
Oh, yeah. Cause and effect, baby. Yeah. Yes.
It's always about causality.
Well, and let's just think of it like this. We could go back to the dude with the side chick. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
There's reasons why people are talking to you like the way they're talking to you. Most women don't get married and just be staying up pregnant to just talk to you funky and be unhappy.
Exactly.
That's not her claim to fame in life. So think about the part that you play. What you want to do
is, what's your contribution to that?
The part that you play.
What's your role in that?
Exactly.
Because somebody just, they're not going to go to somebody on the street and talk to them like that.
Well, and it's not fun to do because that means you're in a zone. Nobody wants to be in that kind of zone all the time. It's not enjoyable. I mean, some people, maybe it's their thing, and that's a whole other thing. But
I'm not saying
it's not your average woman's choice to just be
I'm not saying
funky.
I don't disagree with them, but again, I know better, and I know that both sides have to look at what their contribution
Absolutely.
is to
So, ask your woman, baby, why is it every time I come in here, you always got an attitude? What is it that I'm doing? Don't be afraid to ask.
Exactly.
Because she'll tell you. She'll tell you.
And you want her to say it.
Yeah, so you can know. Truth shall set you free. Okay, number 2, nagging. Nagging. If your man has a free moment, which is, he was talking about his moments or whatever. Yeah. Free moment, you're constantly, this is funny, check this out. You're constantly nagging about him, and you want him to fix something around the house. If he goes out with friends, you text him incessantly asking, when is he coming back? I call that matrimonial micromanaging.
Please don't text.
You don't want to do that. I mean, if there is something that you guys are doing later, or it's like, hey, we have no sitter, it's COVID, I got these 3 kids, you're going out with your boys, let's figure out some kind of time frame when you're coming back so that I can get a break. You can cut me a break because I'm going to need a break. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But, when you coming back, where you at now, where you at? Doesn't nobody want that. That's
look at the other side of that coin also. Dude, if you don't want her texting you all like that, text her back one time, hey, I'm with my boys, are you good? Everything cool? Can we talk about this later? Cool.
Well, and
that way, that should stop it, though.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I think that you should be open to receiving a text, a phone call, or what. Because you don't know if
but not inconsistently like they said,
please.
though.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Be willing and open to receiving a text, a phone call. She could have a knife at her neck with a newborn. You don't know. So you want to pick up that phone. But my point is that you don't want to just use that just because you are the wife and that, I trump your boys and blah, 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 blah. Only if it's necessary. If it's not necessary, if you're that lonely, call your girlfriend. Girl, you gone. What you doing? There's something else you could do with that time.
You leave.
And if they don't have any kids to watch, then fine. But yeah, definitely take your time too.
Yeah.
Because if you're too caught up in him taking his, that's not a good thing.
Not at all.
It's not a good thing. You need yours. Everybody needs their space. Everybody does.
What's the next one?
Okay, next one. You're a cold fish in bed. Oh my God, Okay. Don't laugh. Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
Just
We're not
laying
laughing.
there. Sorry.
We're not laughing. Okay. When he makes his move, you're not reciprocal. That's not good, mama. That's not good. Now, if he has pissed her off, if he did not answer the phone and she had a knife in her neck, you definitely, I mean, there should be discussion. Don't play the guessing game. Let him know, treatment. Hey, I'm not going to be, just let you know, there's not going to be any of that until we resolve this. So I don't even want to put you in that position, and I don't want you putting me in that position. We're not going there until we can get past this. That's about handling your business.
Yeah.
And making it very clear and stating facts and your position of where you stand. Let him know. Let him know that he's informed so that you expect action, you expect change. You expect something.
I think you went a long way from the cold fish in the bed.
No, because these are talking about the nagging. This woman has a problem. Listen to that. Number 1, number 2, grumpy, nagging.
I'm talking about your explanation of the cold fish.
But the reason it's the cold fish is because there's underlying issues that have not been resolved. A woman wants affection too. You think she's going to withhold? Because she's just withholding just to withhold? No, she's withholding because she's saying you're not worthy of it right now.
Them booty cheeks clapped together.
Oh, you're so child. This one here. Oh my God. Next, your sex appeal has faded.
Okay.
Okay. This here, everybody gets a pass. Because men, I hold you accountable also. Yeah. While you sitting up here talking about she hasn't exercised, she walking around in sweats, we're in a pandemic. Okay? And we've told women how to do this before.
And if you're over 50, it's kind of hard.
But too bad. Everybody got to pull their.
If you're over 50, it's kind of hard to lose it that quick.
And you know what? You've been doing good. I'm really proud of you. Not to just put you on blast, but if I'm going to put you on blast, it's for a good thing. But it's for a good thing. I'm really proud of you. Keep it up, babe. It's good. But this is the thing. He said she stopped exercising. She, wearing sweatpants and stuff. Yeah, sweatpants. And I'm guilty of that too a lot.
Flannel look good when you're outside the house like this. But
he said she let her go, and she just lost her enthusiasm for life. Make sure that's not depression.
Well, hold on. Sometimes them gray sweatpants, but you don't have any though. You might have to get you some.
I have leggings, and that's.
I ain't say leggings.
I have gray leggings. I like them. But anyway, back to what we're saying. Okay, so this is the thing.
Sorry.
No. So, okay, stop. Okay, so here's the thing. He said that she lost her enthusiasm. So this is it, you guys. Depression considered too. With a pandemic, did you guys just have a child? There's postpartum that could be a play. Find out what that is. Don't sleep that. Yeah. Do not sleep that.
That's
Find out what that
important.
is. It is
it's
majorly important, especially if somebody lost their job. People lost jobs. Look at the unemployment rate.
Yeah.
So check into that. Don't sleep that. Find out what that is. That losing enthusiasm for life, something's up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because everybody's walking around in sweat. So it ain't just that. It ain't just the sweats. If you lose your enthusiasm for life, that's an alarm.
Definitely see someone.
That's an alarm.
Definitely see someone.
So often a woman feels unattractive if she's picked up weight. Heck, if people picked up COVID weight. I'm still working on trying to lose mine.
No, we had them COVID snacks in like 1 week.
Oh my God, it was like Vegas in our house every night. Yeah, back in March last year, it was like Vegas.
50 pounds.
Oh my! Remember we were getting bananas all the time because we were making pina coladas and daiquiris, playing dominoes and cards. Didn't know what time it was. Didn't matter. But yeah, everybody. You got to kind of start trying to pull yourself
wake
out
up
of
at
that.
9 o'clock in the morning for counseling.
Don't say that. I can't.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's kidding. He's kidding. No, but for real, you guys, we do have to reel it back in, and it's hard. It's for some than others. Not to go there, but even with the whole thing with evictions and stuff, and all. It's a lot. So do your best to just take your moment to yourself. If it's reading some type of journal, getting some type of spiritual word. Something to just keep your head above.
Exactly.
One day at a time. Okay, so the next one, we're on number 5. Ooh, you're a mommy and nothing else. Ooh. So he's like, you're way more excited about activities with the kids than you are about a romantic date with your husband. And so he said, if your marriage is just centered on the children, then right now I got a home daycare. You can still do dates at home. I'm telling you, get with me. I got some stuff, and we'll probably give you guys some in a couple episodes, but I'm going to give you, I'm the fun fairy in our counseling sessions. And so I give you all the sexy romantic stuff to do.
That should be enough to sign up for our counseling services right there.
I do. And I'm Scorpio, by the way. That's just a shameless plug. But no, I do, because every marriage needs it. It's nothing you should be ashamed of. Your home, your marriage, that's your garden, baby. So, keep it hot. So there are things you can do. The whole daycare thing, Mama, is good to be a good mommy and have home daycare for the kids, but there's got to be time for your man.
Yeah.
If you made him, there's got to be time for your
definitely.
man. Make time for your man right there at home.
Make one more.
Okay, number 6. We got to roll through it. Time's going. Okay, you're an alpha parent.
Uh-oh.
As
Can
the
only be
leader,
one.
as the leader and authority of a parent pack, you snap at your husband when he tries to be a dad or a parent to the children, and in the way that you see fit. So as a result, you're robbing the children of the father and the one, the discipline and the love that he has for his children is driving a wedge between you guys. That speaks in itself.
And you have
Let
to
him
be
do.
on
He
one
has his
accord.
style. You have yours.
Exactly.
And every
but you
house
have to be
doesn't
on
have to
one
look the same.
accord, though. Who's going to do the whipping, or if both of you guys are going to do it, you guys need to make that decision beforehand instead of fussing about it in front of them, because them kids will play you.
Oh, they will. And also too, this applies to those that have older kids, like us. We have all kind of discussion first prior to going out. It's like, okay, so you know what's happening. Okay, so this is what's happening. I just talked to, and this is what's going on. And we put our
One of
heads
us be
together.
like, oh hell no.
Well, we put our heads together though to give the best practical life advice.
Yeah.
That's fit for the moment. Because moments change. Everything's not permanent. Things change.
Yeah.
So deal with the moments, okay? Okay, 7. You're thankless. That's bad. We should all show gratitude.
Appreciation. So many people that contact us, there's like, he doesn't show me any appreciation, or man, I go out here and work every day and all I get, I get nothing when I come in but her nagging and stuff. So show appreciation to each other.
Yeah, I mean, if your brother, you got a man that you say you are unemployed and he's out there and he's working OT like crazy.
Yeah.
Or he didn't build some kind of, deck or something in your backyard to keep it good for you guys. I mean, show that. We show that to the common courtesy at a store clerk or anywhere, thank you and blah, blah. We got to bring our best to our spouses. We always have to bring our best, so acknowledge it. It feels good. Find out your loved one's love language. If it means words of affirmation, you're right on point with that.
Can't call them a king or a queen if you don't respect them.
Yeah, give them that love. Okay, we're on 8.
Last
Finally.
one.
Yep. You become boring. You have no interests or hobbies outside of the marriage. This makes you predictable and bland company, which leads to no conversation and nothing interesting, no dialogue to add when conversating. That's good. Everybody should have something outside of themselves.
You know what?
I mean, outside of their
One
relationship.
of y'all need to go get kidnapped or something so y'all can have something to come back and talk about.
You know what? You and that. Okay.
I'm just serious.
It's not. The thing is that you always want to be working on a better you.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
We're always a work in progress. Reading does that.
Take a pole dancing
Reading does
class,
that.
do something.
There's so much with Netflix.
Get each other
and
interested.
there's so many things, though, that's on the internet. There's so much. What interests you? If it means, like, even now, with what we're going through and having to be in, even if it's plants. Like, our daughter takes pictures for Black Girls Greenhouse. Even if it's, like, plants. And starting to take on that. That's something you never thought you had a green thumb. And I'm just throwing that out there.
Though.
There's so
do
much.
Something. And do something together so you won't be boring.
It's cool to do something together.
Talk about something that you guys would love to do
Absolutely.
together.
No, I totally love that. And
you know what?
like
The more
what
you
we're
read,
doing.
the more you read, the more time you have a conversation afterwards, because your brain memory improves, your dialect improves, your conversation improves. So
Well, yeah, even if it's
read.
cooking together. I mean, if you're learning stuff about cooking together, I mean, it could be pottery. There's so many things. And this may sound corny, but it's real. Get involved and excited about something that you can share with your mate, and then also bring home and make him a part of it.
Passionate,
Yeah, for real. I mean, and then, like you said, something together. So it's something you can bring him on. Bring him in on. There's always things you can do. So, I mean, if you're worried that passion is fading, don't panic. You can fix it. You really can. Think of how these are my tips. You think of how you can bring positivity back, romance back, and how you can build and just, help your husband or your man as a father. Instead of tearing him down, you have to build our men up.
Exactly.
They go out into the world every day, and I always say this: your home is your sanctuary, it's your kingdom, it's your castle.
Especially
when you
black
come
men,
in, you're
we
with your
have to
people.
Yeah,
you come. This is my people. This is where I'm celebrated. This is where I'm loved. When you come into your home and you shut that door out from the world, that should be where you revive, recharge, revitalize. And that's when you speak into your mate. And you need to be speaking into each other. Let your children, you say that classroom, let your children see you doing that to one another, and they know this sets the tone of how our family way. This is what we do here. This is how we live.
So what you want to see.
Build it up, yeah. And making them happy, girl, lose them sweats. A couple of days a week, lose them sweats. Show him what you got. Say, I heard you was calling in and writing in about me in some sweats. You said something about me in some sweats, even if it don't even pertain to your man. Pretend it does. Let them know. Hey, I know you saw that podcast or you saw that show. He was talking about that. I just want to show you a little something. Come in the room when you get a chance. Let them know. Put them on.
Some heels and some sexy lingerie.
You better let them know. Or just some heels and nothing else. A nice necklace would be nice.
Too. Yeah.
Okay, and then you got, lastly, whose responsibility is it to bring your best to the marriage? It's both of you.
Both.
You owe
That's why I
each other
said
your
you have
best.
to, both of you come complete.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Show up.
Yeah.
Show up.
One thing you missed off your notes there is intimacy. And guys, intimacy does not mean sex. You got to start it in the morning and build it up all day long. So at the end of the day, unless you workaholics like us, sorry, but
you better find a way.
You better
I ain't
find
taking
a way.
that. I ain't taking that. I ain't taking it. As much as we work, don't take it. Yeah,
Hey,
we
what's
all have
these?
our. That's water bag. You know how this works. You guys, this is what we have. You got anything, honey?
No, but we appreciated the letters. Yeah, we clown a little bit, but this is edutainment after all. But anyway, want you guys to know that we're serious about what we do. And if you're interested or if you need counseling, and like my wife said about the women with postpartum depression, if you feel that coming on, get help immediately.
And it doesn't even just have to be postpartum.
Yeah.
Just period.
Period.
We all go through changes. Your man may go into it. It's something for both of you to think about, but it's definitely it's an alarm. So listen to it. Pay attention
And
to it.
we can be reached at I Forever Will Christian Marriage Counseling. Our website is iforeverwill.com. And for these letters, we thank you again to keep them coming in to us. Just send us an email at loveinblack1@gmail.com. And again, we'll get to them.
We
one way or
will.
another.
As you see, we showed you we will. We love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Make love, not war. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.